At Quahog Honda and Subarus, we got Hondas and Subarus.
He got it for you right there.
How come you can't get it yourself and they snatching?
Hello, young world. Welcome back to another edition of Reese and Marvin Reviews for You. We got a special guest with us today. Joining us.
John in the house.
We also got back everybody's favorite, the man, the myth, the editor, the leader of this tribe. You gonna say your name, Jack?
I am Reese, the beautiful black beast of the Southeast. How y'all doing, young world?
And it's your boy Marv. We back from the theater, of course. We just checked out Gemini Man, starring Will Smith. His latest blockbuster, a little past the summer, but here we are. And we're gonna open up the forum. What are your thoughts, guys?
Will Smith, this is the first time I ever remember him actually doing a movie outside of the summer or the winter market. You know, those are usually his things. You have to have the summer blockbuster or a winter, or knock him dead in the winter. So, you know, I don't know. I guess at this point in his career, he's trying to conquer another market. But overall, man, I love the movie. I thought it was great. I enjoyed it immensely. The Gemini Man, that's an astrological thing, right? Like the zodiac sign.
Right.
So, two.
Yeah.
I'm late on that.
I always thought about that because, you know, my eldest son is a Gemini, so, you know, I knew the sign and I knew what it meant. But we'll go ahead and give you since we got a special guest John with us, we'll let him let him speak.
Yeah, I dug the movie. I thought it was great. I mean, I had my little criticisms, but I don't go in there yet. But I dug it overall. The action was good. Some of the action sequences, I really dug it. You know.
Yeah, I must agree. Overall, I thought it was a pretty decent movie. I thought it was a safe movie when I saw the PG-13 title, and you could also tell when it had action and some violence. There wasn't that much blood splatter or anything that was overboard or I thought gory, but you could tell the PG-13 title was there because you saw the action, but you didn't always see the end result, and then it was some profanity, but it wasn't over the board. But overall, it was just a pretty solid, pretty safe action movie. And, you know, Will Smith does what he always do. I don't think he shows a wide variety of characters. I think he always plays that same kind of charismatic guy. And he gave us that. I mean, it wasn't bad, it wasn't great, but it was decent.
That's where I had to disagree myself. I thought it was great. I was completely blown away in the theater. I was totally geeking out, and it was more so because of the cinematography. I thought the director of the film, I believe his name is Ang Lee or something like that. I mean, the production was marvelous. I'm sitting in the theater and I'm like, especially there were like scenes where like the night scene. I've never seen a night scene shot so well in my life. It was very clever the way they did it because you can see the moon shining off the water. They were at this lakefront or what have you. And so you see where the light source was coming from. So you could, if anybody was like skeptical, like, how is this so well lit? You see such detail in people and stuff. But then I thought that was cleverly done. The production staff was just top notch, which I guess you would be accustomed with anything Will Smith puts his name on. Marvin said earlier that he thought the movie was safe. I mean, that's Will Smith. I mean, yeah, he does all these amazing blockbusters, but this guy, he's very choosy with his roles. And just to have a PG-13 rating, I mean, besides, I don't know, was Bad Boys rated R or something?
I don't know, but I think it was. It had to be because they were pushing some of the elements. I mean, the drug usage, the violence, you know,
Words.
a little bit of cursing, a lot of adult content. I think they tackled, but
outside of Bad Boys, has Will Smith ever done a rated R movie before?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Now that you mention it,
What was that one? The State.
Enemy of the State?
Was that rated R?
No,
I don't think so, bro. Because it was
PG-13. I think. Yeah, 'cause it didn't have like strong language or anything like gory.
Right, exactly.
Mostly action. The only thing I thought, and I was telling him, for some reason in the day shot, I did like the night shots, but for some reason the colors were brighter than, it felt like I was watching a Hallmark movie for some reason, and I was wondering why, because usually, I don't know if it's how certain people film, it tend to have a darker shade to the colors. And I was thinking it looked a little bit like certain parts look like a little bit of maybe like a more lower budget feel in the daytime in the beginning.
Yeah,
and I was like, why was the colors popping like that? I didn't know if that was, you know what I mean? It felt like I was watching some of those movies, even on the ship. It reminded me of some of those TV shows that, you know, those English TV shows. Not the highest, but for some reason, I don't know why I kept thinking that.
No, I remember you said that in that opening sequence, and I agree. I don't know. It seemed like they was in front of a background. It had to be a green screen. I mean, it was a beautiful scene, but you could tell something just didn't sit right.
The colors,
the background, it was real. It had a different feel to it, a different look
than what I'm used to. Big budget movies looking. For some reason, I don't know why I picked that out. It might be, you know, maybe they filmed it a little different or used a different thing to it. That was one thing that I kept looking at in the day. The first part of the day scenes. For some reason, I was like,
I see what y'all saying, but that's to me that was the part that was really beautiful about it. I thought they did really well at it. Like it's obvious, like they're saying, like I think is it the camera, the lens? I don't think they're using film. It's got to be something digital. And you know, I know they did.
That's what I was thinking.
They use a certain lens or what have you, and I thought it looked really beautiful. I thought it was very picturesque. A lot of the shots, I thought like even they'll do simple shots like over the shoulder shots, and I just thought they were so well framed and well put together. I thought it was beautiful.
The choice of the shots, and I think this is where the movie shined at, because the storytelling, I mean, is basic. Everything I felt, but the way some of the shots were beautiful. I must agree. The nighttime, a lot of movies is too dark for you to see, you really can't. But you could see clearly, but you can tell it was night. But for me, whoever, and Ang Lee does a lot of action movies and things of that nature. But to me, where it really shined at is where the action sequences, how they follow the camera work.
Oh yeah.
You can see everything so clearly, and it looked beautiful. And I didn't know if that was a drone or not, but doing that motorcycle sequence when they was going through them buildings, that was absolutely beautiful. I'm like, holy crap! I'm like, look at this. I mean, and even the way it was shot, how they rotated when he was swinging around, I'm like, it was beautifully set up. I mean, it was done extremely well. I'm like, man, this got to be a drone. The way it followed and went up and then turned around, I was like, that was a great scene. That chase scene, and all the hand-to-hand fighting scenes. The choreography was great.
None of that shaky cam.
None of that shaky cam, and you can actually follow and see the movements. I mean, I thought when he was doing that bike fool or whatever you want to call it, that was a little over the line.
It was a little over the top.
It was over the top.
But it was cool.
Except when he did that one rotation where Will Smith felt like you was finna hit him with the end of it, and he jumped up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro, that was beautiful, beautiful.
And the whole thing about the movie was it was about aging and what have you. So they would obviously they would keep showing parallels between the two because one is a younger version of the other. So they'll show Will Smith, if they'll show him kind of slow in one scene, they'll make sure that they'll show the younger version doing flips and like being extra fast or whatever.
Like you said, they kept mentioning age and also maturity, and you can see that whenever they met up, and even in the fighting styles. Yeah. Will Smith was more technical, and you know the kid was doing parkour and all kind of fast and exciting stuff, and that was what they. I think I like that dynamic that they showed us. That's cool.
Not everybody has to have the same fighting style. I hate when if he flip, I can flip too.
Exactly.
Right. The only thing was, I'm sorry, I kept laughing at certain parts of the clone guy. Certain parts where the CGI was really shot in, like when he started showing the smiling emotions at the end, you could tell it's like his face don't look. I don't know, certain faraway shots where he's showing other emotions, like the face don't look too, But other than that, I mean, the closer shots were better. It sounded like depending on how far away the camera was, some of the CGI the face.
When he was showing like basic emotions or just talking, it seemed like it was okay. But whenever he went to smile or really put some, it's like, it
looked like he had Botox.
Botox, right? His cheeks like pointing out, and I'm like,
did he even smile? See, that's
very few times he did. Most of it was very like he was intense. warrior. You know what I mean?
You know, I know Will Smith, you know, he went on this promotional tour and he's talking about how amazing the technology was. And I thought it was good, but it definitely wasn't perfect. And I think that was, like, I understand that the character, and I think this is how they try to cover it up. Yeah, he's a somber character. He tried to, you know, he's not gonna, there wasn't a lot of opportunities for him to be happy and be,
right.
And get, so you would see a full range of emotions. So he's kind of looking sad most of the time. But, like, when they did try to do an expression with it, you can say, like, that's kind of weak there. Like, and there were sometimes, like, I remember Clive Owen character, he was like hugging the kid and whatever, and then it just didn't look right. You can tell that, like, they're putting, like, digitally putting a mask on this guy, because you can kind of see, like, the edge of his arm and stuff, and where the face begins. I'm like, oh, like, you kind of losing it there. It did look good. It did look really good. They did a fantastic job, but I don't think the technology is quite there like they believe it is just yet. But the concept was brilliant.
Yeah, overall, yeah, I thought it was a watchable movie for me. You know what I mean?
Mary Elizabeth Winstead, oh my God. I've had a crush on this chick ever since Sky High. And
Sky High?
yeah, she played, that's the first movie I've seen her, Sky High, the one with Kurt Russell. They had the high school with superheroes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right.
And then she did a Thing remake.
Yeah, she was in a Thing.
Very cute in Scott Pilgrim.
Was that in the Die Hard movie?
Yeah, that was John McClane's daughter. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, she's pretty much a vet in Hollywood now, and I see they did a little thing where they applied the makeup that's not supposed to look like you're wearing makeup, but she still was cute.
But she was always looking good. I was like, if anything else, I like looking at her. I ain't gonna tell you lie.
The clone did too in that scene where she was stripping, and he kept looking at the over the shoulder boulder holder there.
Doesn't have much chest to speak of,
Nah, she's very thin.
Something sexy about her.
But yeah, I just felt like, was she really necessary to the movie? Because it was like he was just leading her around everywhere, and I'm thinking, okay, the basis is more so on him and his clone, but it's like he kind of protecting her and leading her around the whole movie, and I'm like, I noticed a few of his movies are like that, you know, like I, Robot with the one chick he leading around, and
well, you gotta have that eye candy. You're right.
Wild Wild West, Selma Hayek, he leading her around.
She did help a little bit.
She did, but she wasn't that important to the plot, I feel.
Yeah, the movie totally did not. It could have went on without.
Yeah, but that'd be a shame, because then I'd be looking at them guys.
Okay.
And then you got the guy that was from Doctor Strange.
Benedict Wong or something like that.
Benedict Wong?
Yeah, you can look it up, man.
So he and Cumberbatch got the same first name. No.
Yeah, I more so know him from Marco Polo that was on Netflix. And that was a great series, man. Oh, I think they only did 2 seasons, maybe 3, I believe. It's like a side story. I think they canceled it.
Don't point.
You know what? One thing I will say, one thing good about her character that I did enjoy, because we see a lot of movies, especially when we was talking about Batwoman and all this other crap. A 90-pound woman beating the hell out of a guy that's like 220 pounds. And that one fight scene, that dude was giving her hell. It ain't look like it. I mean, she was struggling. I mean, this dude was slinging her ass all over the place. I was like, yo, that was a good fight. Even though she came out the victor, it still wasn't easy. I mean, he was beating her up. I mean, throwing her like she was a rag doll. And, you know, doing it, she didn't give up. And her training and technique, she was able to take the guy. So thank you for showing something realistic. You know, that's the way it should be. Unlike the rest of these movies where these 90, 100-pound-year-old chicks that's slanging and beating the hell out of these guys that's 2 times their weight.
If we're gonna be rating this movie, go ahead, John.
I'll give them 4 heads. I give them 4 heads.
Reese? I don't know. Some people say we're lenient on some of these movies, but I enjoyed it so much.
Let's give you your honest rating, man. You know.
I damn near thought it was a perfect movie.
Whoa. Go ahead. It's on you.
He said, whoa.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it 4.5 grease heads out of 5.
Jeez.
I liked it. I really liked the movie. I think anybody who's looking for a good movie, having a good time, a good action flick, it's an intelligent movie also with some pretty, big names in there. You got Will, you got Clive Owen, Benedict Wong,
Girl I like so much.
Mary
Winslet. The actors are seasoned. The production staff is seasoned. I think it's a top-notch movie. Go see that.
I'm gonna give it 3.5 heads. I stand by what I said. It's not the greatest in my opinion. It's not the worst. Again, it's a safe. It's good. Will Smith, he makes good movies. Except After Earth with me. Oh, what?
I didn't hate After Earth.
I didn't hate it either.
Hey, man.
I think people give After Earth a hard time. Like,
It had some good lessons in there.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna give it 3.5. It was a safe movie. I thought it was a good movie. It's an action movie. You know what you're gonna get. Will Smith show us what he give us. It was more of a mentor role in this one, but he still gave us that same old, Will Smith, charismatic, funny kind of guy. The standard Will Smith. It was a good movie though. Don't get me wrong. It was a good movie. 3.5 heads.
all right, everybody, that ends another edition of Reese and Marvel Reviews for you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Special thanks to our guest, John.
Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by, John.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. It was fun.
Everybody, go out there and see Gemini Man. I think you and your family like it. Everybody out there in the world, don't let your distractions hinder your actions. And we out of here. Okay, peace. Are sharks villains? Nope.